Hey everybody, welcome back. Sive here with the ForexPeaceArmy.com. It's Monday and it's time to take a look at the cryptocurrencies. So last week, at the end of the week when we prepared the previous report, on the Thursday, we already saw some upward actions, was announced some ceasefire, but we warned you that don't be deceived with this, just because nobody knows in what direction the negotiations will go. Chances to reach something really valuable at the first meeting almost looks phantom, and well, it means that the bearish song is not over yet. So we do not see currently reasons to deny and refuse the existed bearish context, bearish scenario that we are considering. To break it, market has to move somewhere above the 80 area at least, because while it stands in the same consolidation, which is actually on the weekly charts now is taking the shape of the triangle, as you can see. So very clearly could be seen here. So very accurate triangle. It reminds the signs of the bearish dynamic pressure. So we have the bullish trend, but price is not bullish. And on the back of all this stuff, we have also the bearish grabber. That's just taken out with the stop. But by taking a look at the recent results of these negotiations and in what a friendly environment they were standing, I suspect that we still could see a lot of nervousness on the market and not even single possible leg down on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So it means that on a daily chart, and just have a look what's going on, we said that even from the technical points of view, there's nothing granted yet, just because market stands in a sideways upward channel. So probably we do not need this, just to keep it clear. So market stands in upward channel, and we said while it stands there, it's absolutely doesn't mean that it became bullish. So here's market stand below this loss. Only the breakout taken out of this top could suggest that probably something is changing. In the current environment, market collapse, the butterfly remains really possible. So I don't think that it's actually here's no other reasons to just do not consider this scenario. It's possible, and you can see how market reacted in recent problems with these negotiations. Returning back to the particular patterns that we discussed on Thursday, just take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart here, or better to use this one chart. Right now, if you remember, on Thursday we said since we've got bullish grabber, at this point we said be prepared for flirting with the 73 area. Market probably will take it out of this top, but since this is the resistance, then we expect the downward action, and if something really will start changing, maybe market will try to form some bullish pattern. Currently we are considering these possible hand shoulders. So the shoulder supposedly should be somewhere around 68, 69 maybe, right there, with this deeper retracement. So if you would like to take the long position in current circumstances, it's better to watch for this particular level. It is stronger, and here you will be able to place tight stop. So if you would like to deal with this pattern, but also it's another life hack exists with this possible scenario. If we will try to use this potential pattern. This pattern is bearish. It is possible head and shoulders. It is not formed yet, so market need to complete the right arm here. But for the bulls, it might be really interesting because actually the overall market mechanics of this pattern suggest the pullback here, just to form the right arm, right? So it means that if you try and take the long position here, it will be relatively safe. Then you could move stop to the break-even and see what will happen. If market will start moving higher, that's great. These hand shoulders will fail and you will get the position. If it will keep going lower, no problem, you're just out on the break-even. Because here, overall probability stands in favor of at least minor bounce somewhere to the 7250. We have confluence support here. I don't have it 618, but if you plant here the 618 level from this low to this top, you will see it in the same area. So in fact, this is the confluence level. And we have possible neckline of the hand shoulders. So from that point of view, this also might be considered for taking a long position, as we usually do when we're trading the hand shoulders from the necklines. If you don't want to use this one, then probably you could just wait for some bigger pattern. For the bears, theoretically, you could consider this pattern as well, because the target probably will stand right around 68, 69. What else is interesting with this pattern? Since we in general have the bearish context, we have daily grabbers, we have signs of the bearish dynamic pressure, and based on the fundamental background and geopolitical situation, I wouldn't say that the chances that these big hand shoulders will fail are small. This actually might happen. If you will be possessed with these minor hand shoulders, it will be perfect entry, especially suggesting that it might be some straight downside continuation. It also might be interesting for the bears. So that's probably, for now, I do not see something else in the current picture. So just these two patterns, depending on what you intend to trade, in what direction, what's your personal view on the current situation. You could use one or another, or actually you could use both. It's just one of the different time scales. So first you could write down this minor, then reverse your position if you would like to buy. This is also possible. Why not? So you can see a lot of opportunities here exist, but mostly in the core distance, this is just two minor patterns. This small on the top, potential hand shoulders, and this big one. That's my start from the 69. If you will see the market is breaking 618 area, moving slightly lower down to 67, 66.50, it means that this pattern will fail, and it automatically will mean that we will get downside continuation here. So it will be well, in a row with the potential bearish scenario. So that's probably all for now. Let's just keep watching what will happen and just decide how to deal with these patterns that we have.